So in here should be the perfected version of Addiesdive's most popular watch ever. The last version was that unbelievable desert dial watch which cost virtually nothing, and there was also an automatic version too, and in a way Addiesdive has tried to merge the two watches and fix some of those problems with the watch that's in here. So let's take a look, let's see if they've achieved the impossible. Now this one I purchased from the Addiesdive store, their website. I was just keen to see if it was actually legit, and it arrived. But you can also buy this from AliExpress, just like the majority of Addiesdive watches. There we go, and yeah, just the same packaging as the one from AliExpress. So you have the typical clamshell container that lots of these brands use, which is actually pretty decent for what you need it for. I'll affiliate link this watch in the video description, by the way, in case you want to check it out. And there we go. Vroom. And there's your first look at the Addiesdive 2059. I'll get the film off and we will take a closer look. Goodness me. Ugh. It's so tight, it's like a snake skin. I think this is the toughest film I've ever had on a watch. Who knows how they get the shrink wrap to fit that tightly, but we are in. So, the AD2059. Now this one is an automatic watch, and despite having the dial from the quartz watch previously, the majority of this watch is actually the same as the automatic that I previously looked at. Only this time there's a couple of interesting changes that they've also made, maybe as a result of some of the online reviews. So most obvious, despite having the same dial surface as the AD2030, which was that really viral watch, this has a text written logo, and while it's not my favorite, it is a lot better than the dodgy logo they had before with the scuba gear. It does much better suit the appearance of the watch, as does the bit on the bottom. So like the previous automatic, instead of saying Deep Sea Hunter all across the front in one word, it just says automatic 100 meters. Way cleaner overall look. And as a result, I do think this is perhaps even better looking than some of those options. I'll double check the sizing, but I think we know what we're in for here. So 38.5 millimeters across, or just under that. Lug to lug of 47.8, and thickness is, it says 13.5 on the website. It's actually a little bit thinner than that, this one, 13.3. Lug width of 20 mil. Full stainless steel construction, which I believe is the case. It's got an advertised 100 meter water resistance, which I wouldn't put it past this brand. They really do specialize in dive watches. It looks pretty secure, the rear there. I think it's also a screw down crown, yes. And the crystal, I think it's supposed to be sapphire, this, unlike the mineral on the previous desert dial watch, the quartz one. Let's give it a quick check. So I've got a Casio lineage, which I know is sapphire, yep. Strong positive reading. And the Addiesdive, let's see. Yes, so that is sapphire. Coating isn't perfect, but it'll do. This one cost me just over £90 on the Addiesdive website, but it's also available on AliExpress, so you might be able to find it cheaper. It ships with the same bracelet as the other automatic that I reviewed, but this one doesn't seem to have any of the stiff link problems of the last one. There's a quick look at it on the wrist, or balancing on the wrist at least. It's nice. You know, this wears a little bit better than I remember. I think the only disadvantage this one potentially has is it's just not the thinnest watch out there. It's not awful by any means, but I really liked how slim the Mecha Quartz one was last time. If this version was closer to that, it would be much better. And the logo, while an improvement from that I saw on the previous one, it's not perfect. I still think they could come up with something better. It really reminds me of the San Martin text logo, which just had a similar font style to this, which I think just looks a little bit generic, but hey, it's an improvement, and you know, it's an improvement to a watch that was already good value. So yeah, I'd love to know what you think in the comments below. Is this version of the AD2059 tickling your fancy or not? I'll affiliate link it in the video description, but overall a decent Frankenstein option between two other models, and it's amazing how a simple logo change can make such a difference to the cleanliness of a watch dial.